Hey everyone, Eugene here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have for you my hauls of 2015. I'm pretty happy with everything I've picked up this year. I'm going to break this up into several groups. Firstly, I'll give you my blind buys and I'll rate them for you. I'll give you everything in the middle, and then my last five, I'll give you my favorites of the bunch. So, yeah, we all do blind buys. It's just part of the trade. At the beginning of the year, I made a New Year's resolution not to do any more blind buying. I broke that very quickly when Tower came out with his first perfume in Towerville, Rose Flash. This was my first blind buy, and this is my favorite blind buy of the year. Just pretty much a rosy, a honey dripping rose, very spicy, fresh, fruity, some jasmine in here, and pretty much closes in an amber scent. Amazing, versatile fragrance. I love it. My favorite of blind buy of the year. Okay, my second favorite is from the house of Amouage, Journeyman. Beautiful fragrance. Very stunning. Opens with bergamot and pepper. They say Szechuan pepper. To me, is a lot of black pepper in here. It's super spicy. I get a beautiful leather accord. They say there's tobacco in here. I'm not really feeling the tobacco. Thing with this that kind of breaks it for me is reminds me of some other things from Amouage, specifically Epic Man, especially that leather cord. You know, it's not as original as I'd like it to be. Although it is a super stunning fragrance, it kind of was disappointing. But not disappointing fragrance-wise, but disappointing that they didn't come out with something unique enough. That's really what Amouage we expect from them. Just a superb house, but I'm still very happy to have this in my collection. Now, number three is it's a major disappointment for me, this fragrance, and I picked this up pretty much off of the hype going on through the YouTube community. I mean, if you love this, that's your thing. All power to you. The guys on Bass Notes, it's always back and forth, Bass Notes versus YouTube. I tend to go more with the Bass Notes guys. I think their noses are phenomenal. They don't really give much love to this. I can see why. I usually do listen to them, but I didn't. I wanted a summer fragrance, as my collection is lacking in the summer department. And I can see why. I usually don't tend to go for these scents, but this is Bergamot 22. It is a very lovely fragrance, just not something for my own personal taste. Opens up with this amazing bergamot note, very sharp, very green, earthy. That's actually my favorite part, is the opening of this. And then from there, it just kind of goes flat for me. I get some, I don't even know, some musks, some, like I said, earthiness, vanilla, and I also feel like the branches from the bergamot tree. So, also have a hard time smelling this. If I go 5 sprays or 25 sprays, which I did one day, it's not very effective on me. I heard a couple of complaints. One guy that I was working with asked me, he didn't ask me, but he straight out told me, your fragrance smells like a fart. And I had another guy tell me in the YouTube community that Bergamot 22 smells like a porta potty to him. Now, I don't get any of those interpretations. Doesn't smell anything like that to me. Just smells like a straight up bergamot, very clean, very citrusy. Perfect for summertime, just not for me. A big blind buy disappointment. I knew I should have gone for my favorite patchouli or even the sandalwood. I would prefer to have gone with either of those, but it is what it is. Now, lastly, I'm going to take a lot of heat for this one. This is an iconic, classic tuberose fragrance that gets a lot of love and praise in the community. This is from Robert Piguet Fracas. A huge hit of tuberose. You got white florals, jasmine. This just doesn't work on my skin. I don't know if it's the actual synthetic blend of notes that they use in this, or if my skin chemistry is it's not working for me. I don't know. It actually goes sour. This thing gives me a nauseating headache. I can't stand it. I have it in my collection. I'm not going to get rid of it. I will keep it just for reference sake. as I love white florals. I'm really getting into the tuberose and jasmines, so really disappointed. I heard so much about this. I thought I'd love it from first sniff, but no, didn't work for me. So those are my blind buys, and I'll just move on to some other things. The very first fragrance I bought this year was from the Tom Ford House, the Private Blend Noir de Noir. Pretty much a rose, vanilla, chocolate, some red wine in there. Beautiful fragrance. They say it's not very versatile. To me, I can wear this every day. I love it. I don't see what's not versatile. It's a very romantic, date-oriented fragrance. I wear this to work all the time. I don't really care. I love it. Another one from the Tom Ford House, Tobacco Oud. Very complex. This is, to me, I think the best fragrance done from the house. Artistic-wise, opens up very smoky, oudy, skanky. A big blast of poo in there. Yeah, poo. You get that beautiful whiskey note. Dries down to a nice amber accord. Get some beautiful incense in there. Church incense, very dusty, very dry. Beautiful, stunning fragrance from Tom Ford House. Okay, I did a review earlier this year on Spirituis Double Vanille, and I said that this is a fragrance that I would never buy. It's too boring for my taste because it's straight up vanilla. Now, my wife got a hold of my sample. When she smelled it, she's like, "What is this? I need a bottle of this." And she never says to buy anything. So I said, okay. And now that I have it, I actually changed my mind completely on SDV. It is a beautiful double vanilla extract. Very boozy, smoky, incensey, very warm, very easy to wear. Just a stunning fragrance from Guerlain. As you can see how much juice is gone. I didn't really use this much juice. I've only worn this about 2 or 3 times. She's worn it, 6, 7, 8 times. The juice is just, I don't know how it's coming out, but it's evaporating. I took this off, I unscrewed it, I put some Teflon tape around the threads, and it seems like it stopped evaporating for the time being anyway. I just kind of measured it to the letters here. So hopefully it'll stop evaporating. Okay, another fragrance that I picked up earlier this year. This is a very unique and interesting fragrance from the House of Zoologist. A favorite leather fragrance of mine. Very smoky, very rich, bombastic leather. If you like leather fragrances, check this one out. This one puts you right in the Sahara with sitting right next to the rhinoceros. That's how much leather there is in here. I wear this to work the odd time, and some of the Jamaican guys, they love this. They asked me to bring it in, and one guy literally sprayed himself 25 times with it. He loved it that much. So, 4 or 5 sprays is more than enough for me, but he just greased himself up. Okay, next here we got another classic from the House of Guerlain, and this is Mitsuko. This is the Eau de Perfume. Quite different than the Eau de Toilette that I was testing, and I really loved. This is quite a bit stronger than the Eau de Toilette, which I got a lot more peach fruity note in the Eau de Toilette. This is a lot, like I said, stronger. It was more cloying on my skin. I actually fooled myself. I was looking for the Eau de Toilette, but I ended up with this. Although it is still very beautiful, it's a lot stronger, a lot richer, smokier, spicier. This is a chypre, so you got bergamot, jasmine, rose, a little bit of peach, not as much as in the Eau de Toilette, which I was looking for, and very oak mossy, green. This stuff will build a large cloud around you. I'm talking 4, 5, 6 feet, and it does not stop. It lasts and lasts and goes on all day long. So I really like this. I enjoy this one very much. I wear it to work quite often, and I got nothing but good things to say about this one, even though I was looking for the Eau de Parfum. And this is the Thierry Wasser reformulation, the one he did a brilliant job on reformulating Mitsuko. All right, next up here we have from the Killian House rose oud. This is pretty much just straight up rose oud, whatever, I don't know. But I gotta say, I'm really disappointed in this fragrance. I thought when I smelt from my sample, it was the red juice. This came in as, I don't know if you can see that, it's yellow color or just a little bit off clear, and it's nothing like my vintage juice. It's a lot weaker, and just I was very, very disappointed with Killian Rose Oud. I mean, for what this retails for, 500 Canadian. Thank God I got this for cheap on one of the Facebook groups. I guess the guy that was selling it wasn't happy with it either. I got suckered into purchasing this, but I mean, what can you do? At least I didn't pay retail for it. But the vintage one that I was wearing, it had a very beautiful leathery accord, and I'm talking that leather to me felt almost like snakeskin and rose. It was just stunning, and I mean, this does smell very similar. You're just gonna have to apply a lot more than the other stuff, which a little went a long way. So that's Killian's Rose Oud. I think I'm done with the Rose Oud. I've had more than enough. I've actually found a new favorite note, and that is Jasmine. I've just fallen in love with Jasmine. I can't get enough of that white flower, especially the Indolic Jasmine. So a lot of these perfumes that I've picked up over this year contain at least, if not a main note of Jasmine, at least a supporting note. So, all right, this next one here, guys, don't laugh at me. Just for collection purposes, I had to have this. I had a 50 ml decant that I almost went through. That stuff was stunning. This stuff isn't as good. I don't know why. That was the original X or YZ01, whatever it's called. Very rich that one was. This is a lot closer to the skin. I'll tell you for sure, Creed's, these batches are not the same. Apple, blackcurrant. I actually do pick up rose and jasmine in this, along with some birch. So, but I will tell you this, for as little as I wear this, I've never gotten more compliments in my life, and some of the best compliments. So, go figure. Another Creed here, we have Jasmine Imperatrice Eugenie. I don't know if you can see this. This is a jasmine-based fragrance from the ladies section. Jasmine, I get more Rose Absolute from this than I do the Jasmine. The Rose outshines the Jasmine. Pretty much in the base you have amber and sandalwood. Not the Mysore sandalwood, probably more of the synthetic stuff, but otherwise pretty much it does have the Creed DNA that you normally see. Earlier this year I did pick up from the exclusive of the Chanel Cuir de Russie, an absolute favorite of mine. This actually should have been in the top 5. I don't know why it didn't make it, but just a stunning suede-like leather note. At first, I had a very hard time picking up that leather note, but you know, the more and more I wore it, it came to me. So it's not a in-your-face, in-your-nose type leather, but you will have to dig for it. Opens up a little bit animalic, musky. You can almost smell like the hindquarters of some animal in here. Get a little bit of jasmine and rose. You'll have to dig for that too. A beautiful bergamot in the opening, and lasts forever. This stuff I can get easily 10, 12 hours. I might not smell it for an hour or two, but surely it does come back to life. Cuir de Russie. Okay. Next up, again from the House of Chanel, the exclusives, number 22, aldehydic balm. If you're not used to aldehydes or you've never smelled this, you might say it's outdated. To me, it doesn't feel outdated at all. I get it. It's very modern. It's very beautiful. This is perfect for spring or summer wear. Opens up with aldehydes, and then you're gonna get some rose notes. I get a pink rose. I get some orange flower. A peach, a fruity peach in the base. They call for vanilla bourbon, but I'm not really feeling that, you know, that warm vanilla. This isn't a warm fragrance at all. It's very fresh. And what it smells like to me is almost like a fizzy soda pop, where somebody put in a fizzy soda drink, you know, with orange and peach juice in there, and somebody dashed some pink rose petals inside and stirred it all up, and maybe a drop or two of vanilla. So that's number 22. Okay, I picked up this. I think the only designer fragrance that I picked up all year, and this is Cartier's Declaration. Very fresh, very spicy. Let me stress spicy. This is perfect for summer wear though. This is a cumin balm, very floral, very woody and musky. It almost smells like a spicy man that's been sitting in the sun all day, just sweating his sack off and whatever. But anyway, I love this. Perfect for spring, summer nights maybe. Cartier's Declaration. Okay, now I have from the house of Christian Dior, the collection Privé Mitza. Just picked this up recently. I've only been able to wear this once. Mitza opens up very smoky. It's got notes of honey and rose, cinnamon, very spicy, super spicy. Reminds me a lot of Serge Lutens' Ombre Sultan. Performance isn't the greatest on me. I was kind of disappointed the one time I wore this on the performance. I wore it for about 4 or 5 hours and I had to reapply something else after that. Just, I wasn't really feeling it. I don't know if it was because it was too hot outside and it was just washing off my skin like from sweat or whatever, but we'll try it again. I love all these Christian Dior's. I can't get enough of this private collection. Next I have, again, from Christian Dior, Ombre Nuit. Opens up very spicy with that pink peppercorn. You get that Rose Absolute, very rosy, an abstract rose. You might have to dig for that. And pretty much dries with that amber. I hear a lot of complaints about this not being an amber fragrance. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I think this is a textbook amber. When this opens up on my skin, it gives off an amber accord with that bergamot and pepper note, and I get a huge amber in the base. So amber all over the place in Ombre Nuit. Again, from the house of Christian Dior, La Collection Privé. Probably one of my actually, this is number 5. So, I was wondering what that was doing there. Okay, so from all my pickups this year, this is my 5th favorite, Eau Noire. Okay, very dry. A huge blast of lavender, which I'm not crazy about lavender, but it works in here. Very spicy. Let me stress spicy. This is a spice bomb, one of the most spiciest fragrances I have in my collection, and it's all cumin. I'm talking, you're going to get 3, 4, 5 hours of heavy cumin. You're also going to get a beautiful coffee note in the heart of this fragrance. Just a stunning, very complex, a workhorse fragrance. Fall, winter, spring, no problem. I wouldn't reach for this at all in the summer, and I haven't touched it once. Vanilla and the dry down. I'm telling you, this changes every breath you take. This is changing on your skin. Now discontinued. I'm ecstatic to have it. Side note, David from Fragrance Bros, thank you so much for getting this to me. Up here in Canada, we don't have access to these Dior Privés. They won't ship them to us. There's no way we can get them. But David, he offered to help me out with this, and he shipped it up. David, I still have your Mike and Ike's here somewhere. I ain't letting those go. The kids can't have them either. So that's Eau Noire number 5. Number 4, from the house of Creed. This is a beautiful, fresh, oud-based fragrance. I can't say it's oud-based because I only get oud for a little bit, but it's very spicy. This is a Fuji Air. Big time compliments on this. I'm not complimented very much, but I'm telling you, I get huge compliments on both of these. I don't wear this one nearly as much as I should. I don't even care to wear it much. I just purchased it for the purpose of for having it. But yeah, and if I could choose one of the two, I would definitely go for this. I did go for this. This is number 4. Royal Oud, super spicy, and I get a huge blast of cinnamon here. I've never heard anyone talk about cinnamon, but I'm getting a lot of cinnamon. So I'm loving that cinnamon note. I'm loving that spiciness. You can wear this in the summer. Very versatile. All 4 seasons, no problem. Just put a couple of more sprays on in the winter. Number 4. Number 3, we have a tuberose based fragrance. I'm loving my tuberose. I'm loving my jasmines. I'm loving my florals. I'm getting away from the resinous, smoky ouds, the woods, and I'm moving towards the florals. I'm absolutely loving Carnal Flower. It's a fresh white flower based tuberose fragrance. This is an animalic beast, not skanky. Just kind of the way that this tuberose, it's a living, breathing tuberose on your skin. Very complex. You have a coconut note in here that keeps it fresh and lively. This stuff is changing on your skin all day long, and it will last forever. They say this, and I believe it. It's like sticking your head in the florist's fridge, and that's what this smells like. It's just a beautiful white floral fragrance. Very fresh, very complex. So, number 3, Carnal Flower. Number 2, okay, very interesting that I chose this for my number 2 fragrance, because I used to scoff at this for years. I'd laugh at this fragrance. I thought it was a joke. It kind of is a joke in the fragrance community, in between rose oud lovers. Doesn't get any amount of attention, but to me, I'm absolutely loving Rose d'Arabie. Sorry, it's very late. I'm very tired. I was up early this morning. Rose d'Arabie is a very simple rose oud based fragrance. Opens up very candied, resinous oud. That rose is sweet. The oud is resinous, like I say. You have a little bit of patchouli in there. You have a little bit of spices. I can't even say this is overly spicy. You got a little bit of saffron, and I'm talking just a pinch. You're going to get some vanilla, and the rest in the base, this turns to musk. This is going to last all day on you, and you're going to smell, I'm going to smell like $1 trillion. I absolutely love Rose d'Arabie, and I love it for its simplicity. I can wear this in the summer nights. I can wear this in the coldest winter day. I just can't say enough about Rose d'Arabie. It's probably one of the favorites in my collection. I love that bottle. I just love everything about Rose d'Arabie. Number 1 pickup for the whole year. This doesn't get any attention whatsoever in YouTube, even in base notes, and I really don't know why, other than it doesn't get any attention. That's the exclusive from Chanel. This is 31 Rue Cambon. This opens up with a beautiful, fresh bergamot blast that lasts about 3 hours on your skin, and it's the richest bergamot I've ever had. Bergamot is accompanied by a black pepper that keeps this spicy. You also have some patchouli. You have some iris. I get a beautiful dose of jasmine in here that gets a little bit indolic, a little bit skanky, comes off kind of like an old-fashioned vibe. This is so smooth, so cleverly done. I'm just in love with this. I cannot get enough. I wear this two times a week easily since I've gotten it. Other than that, considered a Chypre. This is not a Chypre at all. This is actually an Oriental, as I don't get any oak moss from this. To me, this is a amber based in the dry down. Guys, that's my number 1. This is my 2015 haul. I'd love to know what you guys think. I'd love to know what you guys have hauled for the season. Let me know what you think of my top 5. Let me know what you think of my blind buys. If you're still watching, it's almost 25 minutes. Guys, thanks so much, and we will see you soon. Bye.